All right, guys. So in the last video, I just shown you that how to use Revhook and how you can upload a file or something on a click of simple button. You don't need to show any kind of input box or any kind of just like choose button or something like that. You just need to make a button. On click of that, you're gonna open a pop-up like this pop-up window where you can select your file and you're gonna get the object into your console. So right now I'm getting the object into my console, and you can just make it upload somewhere like using fetch or something. Whatever you want to do, just you can do with that file. Okay, so in the last video I just shown you, and you can just check out that video. And but in today's video it's really gonna important because it's a simple CRUD what I'm gonna show you today using material UI, because it's very important and very very important part of React JS or any kind of language you are working on. CRUD is really important. Whenever you work on any project or something, you need to make lot of CRUDs into that, like create, read, update, delete. So I'm gonna make it. And yeah, I'm gonna use the material UI library for creating a structureful UI. And also what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make a fresh component inside my boilerplate. So I have already made this boilerplate, and if you are following me from start, so you know how to create this boilerplate and how to create a React app. So let's get started, and I'm just going into my component folder, and I'm going to create a new file name with crud, sorry, crud.js. Okay, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the ES7 uh, technique. So what we gonna do, we're gonna type RAFCE, and it's gonna make us component. So this is the uh, simple structure of component that can automatically created by ES7. It's a kind of technique and tool, ES7 tool, that provides you to create a simple React structured plate boilerplate. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna import over here use state. No. Before that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna just ex- import this into our app.js, and we're gonna include that because we need to run it on a server. So that's why. So crud.js, oh sorry, not js, how can I forget this, dot slash component slash CRUD. Okay, so we have already imported our file, and now what we're gonna do, we're gonna set a route for this component. So let me copy this and just paste it down below like this, and I'm gonna put it CRUD, and just type object name over here, CRUD. Okay, so we got our suggestions, and yeah, that's fine, it's working. So let's shift the grid on slash on an initial route like this, and we are putting this component on a separate route, on a specific route. So in our initial route, this routing structure gonna show us this CRUD component. Let me show you. So you can see it's showing us a blank page, but just close this file and just type over, this is my CRUD operation. Okay, and now you're gonna see this gonna write over here into the middle of the screen, this is my CRUD operation. Okay, so I'm gonna import some components from React.js, sorry, from Material UI. So import from @material UI core. Okay, and let's import some component, like we're gonna use the form. Okay, we're gonna use the form. No, we won't gonna use this form like this. So we're gonna use the text fields, text field. Okay, we're gonna use the button. Okay, and what we're gonna use? Yeah, for now this is okay. And when we need some more component, we will gonna import this. So like type make a div over here, div, and just type s3 tag inside of this, and CRUD operations. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a state over here. Let me import first. Use state and use effect. Okay, and just make over here use state. uh, this is the suggestion. I'm gonna create a simple use state uh, use state structure like this, so you can make it null right now. Okay, and okay, just control D, and what we're gonna do, remove this, and we're gonna type over something. We're gonna type data. Okay, not data. We're gonna type list data. We're gonna So we're gonna just input the list over here, list of objects. So that's why we're gonna put a list like this. So so that's why I put the name list data. So let me make it camel case over here. Make sure you are using camel case because it's really important to do this. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a div over here just like this. Inside that div, I'm gonna just do whatever I want to do. So create a form. Okay, inside that form, use some text fields. Okay, so I'm gonna use two text fields. Okay, and one button. My button name would be submit. Okay, sorry. Submit, and let's do this. Okay, so now has button ready. Now put some props inside this text field like this. Put a name over here. Name equals to name, not name, user name, and value would be come from, not, we don't gonna, no, we won't gonna put the value inside of that because we need to add the components, so we don't need to put the value inside of this. So yeah, we can do that because it's not an issue. uh, we I need to another state over here for, I will tell you why I'm creating this state. So input data, and inside this input data we're going to put our object over here like this, and inside this object we're going to put a user name is equal to empty, and email is going to be empty. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to put the name over here, and value equals to, oh sorry, input data dot username. Okay, and on change, sorry, on change, what we're gonna do, we're gonna call a function like handle change. So let me tell you what we can do to create a function in a short form in VS Code. So you just need to type n f n, and you're gonna get the suggestion, and just type enter, and you're gonna get the name, sorry, function. So what we need to do over here, you just need to type a name of that function. So what we're gonna do, type handle change text. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, we're gonna pass a value over here, and also we're gonna pass a key comma value. Okay, so and what we're gonna do now, we're gonna set the state of that input data input. Sorry, set input data. And how we're gonna do that? Just do dot 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 input data comma key and value. Just like this we set the state. So if you know about spread operators, what spread operator do, it will save the current data inside this object, as well as it's gonna uh, add the value inside that key. If that key get matches inside this object, then it's gonna append sorry, not gonna append, it's gonna change the value of that key. So what this structure does, and this phenomena, and whatever it is, what this code does, so it's gonna just check that if this key is available, it's gonna change the value of that key, and it's gonna also set this set the value of rest of your data apart from this key. So it's gonna set the state. So this function, it does like this. So what we're gonna do, we just need to make a callback function over here and handle change text. And what we're gonna pass inside of this, just pass the key. The key would be username, because we need username inside this object, so that's we need to pass the key. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna type value like this, e pass the event, and whatever we're gonna change inside this input field, e dot target dot value. So you can see I'm also getting the suggestions. And same thing we're gonna do, just copy this code from here and just type inside of this input text input field, control V, and we just change some property inside of this. Just change the properties, make it email and email. Okay, so it's been changed. Now we're gonna put the label over here, label equals to user name, and label equals to email. And let's see our UI, how it's gonna look like. Yeah, you can see everything is coming in a single line. So what we need to do, we need to put a break after those components. So put a break and put a break like this. Okay, and so this button gonna work like a submit button. So type equals to submit. Okay, so this button gonna work like a submit. So what we can do, we can just make this form on submit. We're gonna call a function, so nfn handle submit. So guys, this video gonna be long for a little, but you don't have to worry about that. Please watch the whole video. I'm gonna show you some crucial features of React.js, and it's really important. Stick around. Console.log, we're gonna print the object of input data. Okay, So let me show you how it's gonna work. So inside that handle submit, what we're gonna type handle submit. Okay, we're gonna call the function handle submit. Whenever this form will be click submit, get this form gonna submitted, it's gonna call this function handle submit. So we need to remove this param from here. Okay, oh, guys. Okay, so let me show you. Let me open my console properly, so that's why you can see. So let me type my email address and my, oh sorry, what I did that. Let me type a simple random email, mail.com, and let me type my something, whatever I want to type. Oh, I again typed wrong because I need to type username over there. So you will name Abhishek008 and email would be random.com, and whenever I click on submit, okay, what is happening over here? Okay, let me check. Yeah, this button is behaving like that we are using a server, and that's why it's passing a value on a param. So we don't need to do that. So that's kind of behaving something different, and I'm getting this error for first time. So we don't need to use this form tag over here because we are not passing a value on any route. So that's why, yeah, it makes sometime issues. So no need to worry about that. Just remove this from here and here, and just call that function on click. On click, just call the function handle submit. Okay, so don't need to worry about that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we just need to do, we just need to type name and whatever we're gonna type at the rate m.com and submit. You're gonna get the object over here, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna append this object inside that list data state. So whenever something gonna change inside this list data, we're gonna render those things on our UI. So let me tell you how we can do that. So after ha- doing handle submit, set list data. Okay, and after that, what we can do, we should create object over there. Not an object, we should create an array over there. So we're gonna get an array, and what we're gonna do, we're just gonna create an array and dot list data, list data and comma. What you need to do, you just need to do nothing. You do need, you don't have to do nothing, just you need to type just like this. It's gonna append an object inside this array, and it's gonna also save the rest of your object inside this list data. Let me show you how. So what we will do, we're gonna use this use effect hook, and I will show you how it is working. So on change of list data, if you don't know about how we how use effect hook works, so just go on my second video of this React.js tutorial, and I have already made that video properly. I have understand given described this use effect, and uh, I have made that video properly understandable. So if you watch that video, you're gonna learn that how we can use effective. So just go and watch that video first. After that, just check this out how use effective works. So on the change of list data, we're gonna console.log list data. So I'm just using this kind of scenario for checking the list data is getting changed or not. Whenever you will set the state and whenever you will change any kind of value inside this list data, whether you are deleting or setting data, it's gonna call this use effect, and this callback function gonna run, and this console gonna also print something inside your console, so don't worry about that. And you can see it's also started working. So right now we don't have any kind of object inside this state, so it's returning us empty array. Let me type something that it can make you understandable properly. So let me type list data. Okay, and whenever you see, you can see the list data is coming over here. And if I type something like random data .com and I click on this, you can see the list data has been uh, got an array, sorry, an object inside that array. And if I click on that again, you can see there's two object has been appended inside this. And if I click on that submit again, you can see the three object have been appended inside this array. So how many times you will click submit, the object gonna append it inside this list data array. So what we're gonna do now, we gonna show this list, and we're gonna show this list on our UI. And how we're gonna do that, we're just gonna use the, let me just go through about the material UI and go through about how the components look like, and before typing something inside the code. So you can see this is the page of material UI, and this is the installation page. You can see the installation chapter trace, and you can install the material UI using this command, or you can use CDN of fonts. These are some fonts, and you can also use CDN for material UI. And these are the icons. This is the icon command. You can install the icon from this. And yeah, so they have been shown you the usage of material UI, how you can use that. This is the code editor. You can also edit the code inside this. On click of this button, you're gonna open the code editor, and you can just customize and test something and just practice something, that how material UI works. So what we're gonna find, we're gonna just find a component to render our list. So there are some component inside of this. Let me show you. I've seen that. Where has been gone? Okay, component API. Use the component API. And what we're gonna use, list item text. So this is not what I wanted. Yeah, you can check however you want. So this is, we're gonna use this typography thing, and let me check how we're gonna use the demo. So you can see they have been given demo also. So you can see the code also, and you can just copy and paste this code like this. So we're gonna use this typography. Just copy this typography from there like this, and just paste it down over here. So we will create a div, another div, and inside that div, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna map that list data over here. So list data is an object. No, it's an array. So list data and list data dot length. We're gonna check the length of that, and if the length is, list data have something length. So after that, we're gonna copy our code over here. So just paste it down like this, and just okay. So okay, I forgot to do something. I need to make the map of that list data dot map, and items, items, just put this code inside that map. Okay, and after that just put nothing. Okay, typography is not defined, so you need to import the typography because it's showing us error inside the terminal. So just import it from here. Okay, so we got the typography. You can see the error has been removed and typography has been coming. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna we're gonna print the items dot username. Okay, so let me do something over here. So username name would be like this, and so this is a kind of text over here. So you can see, and after that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna type email, and after email equals to items dot email. Okay, so it's gonna print us username and email inside this typography. If there's nothing inside this map list data, so it won't gonna print something, it's gonna just return this. So okay, and now let me type a p tag over here. So the p tag list of data. Okay, okay, so we got this, and now what we're gonna do, and let me show you how it is working. So you can see we got the list of data header, and whenever you will type something like this at the rate .com, I click on the submit, you can see we are getting the object over here like this, username and email. So this is our main object, so let me just remove this, and we don't need to component as h2, we're gonna use it like p. Now let's check this out again, and again we type something, so you can see again it's showing us h2 tag. Oh my god, h1 tag, we need to remove this variant also, and it would be p. Okay, again we're gonna show, you can see it has been changed, so you can see we are getting username and email. Okay, so if I click on again, you can see multiple times it's gonna append that object. And what we're gonna do, if we want to delete that object, okay, if we want to delete that object from that array, so what we need to do, there are multiple ways to do that, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna delete that object from that array. So let me check a close icon over here. So make sure we have installed icon tag, so I already shown you how we can install that. So you can see you need to run this command. Maybe I have already installed, so I don't need to install that. I'm just gonna use that icon library. So let me go to components, and I'm gonna just search over here icon. I'm gonna take so much time for that. Okay, we got the icons. Okay, so how we can use that, you can see we can import those icons. So there's a one good thing about material UI, whichever icon you're gonna search into the search box, let me show you how. So it's gonna Okay, let me just search this. Okay, you can see the icons, and okay, they are not showing the search page. So okay, material icons. Okay, this is the page. Whichever icon we're gonna search over here, you can see close icon. So I need this icon, and on click of this icon, you can get the import code, and you just need to copy this code, and you just need to append it into your headers. And what you need to do, we got the close icon over here. What we need to do, after this typography, I will put a button, and inside that button I'm gonna put that close icon. Okay, and let me put this inside this. Okay, now it's gonna work. Yeah, there's something material can't find the close icon, so I need to import that icon. Okay, I haven't installed yet, so I need to import those icons. So let me show you how we can import that. Okay, installation, and you can see I'm going to import icons. Now Control C and Control Shift V, and you can see it's taking a time to download the dependency, and it's been installed. Let me check my package.json. It has been installed or not. So material UI icons, yeah, it's been installed. So you can see the package.json has added us library for that, and now I think we won't gonna add the error. So yeah, console is terminal is clear, and now we won't gonna get the error over here. Now let me show you on the UI, and you can see we are getting the crows icon over here. So nice. So this is close icon, and on click of this close icon, what we're gonna do, we're gonna delete this object from the array. So let me show you how we can do that. Okay, so on click, handle delete. Okay, nfn handle delete. Okay, handle delete, and what we're gonna do, we just need to make sure, because we are returning a list over here, so we can get the index value of this. So we gonna return an I from there, and also we gonna return this I inside this, like that's how we gonna do. So we need to make a callback function after on click, and inside that callback function we're gonna call that function. Inside that function we're gonna delete this object, so we're gonna get the index value of that object. So whenever we are mapping the object, it's returning us I index value, so we're going to return that I over here, and just type index. Okay, sorry, I misspelled this. Index over here like this, and what we're going to do, we just don't need to do anything, and we just need to do make copy of that list data. So how we can do that, let me show you. Const new list data equals to list data. Okay, that's how. And new list data dot splice index comma 1. Okay, so what splice function done, it's gonna remove you're gonna splice that index value from there, and how many value splice from that index value. So you, if you want to splice two object from there, so you need to type two, or we want to only one object from there, so we're gonna splice one from there, and just set the state, set list data is equal to new list data. That's all you need to do. Or you can do like this. So you can do the both way. Okay, so it's been done, and let me show you how it's gonna be looks like. So let me refresh the page, make some list of datas, and you can see, and I click on this, it's gonna remove. So that's how delete functionality is working, reading our data over here using the map function. We are creating a data from this input box, this form, and also we are deleting the data, just left update. So what we need to do, we need to do an extra functionality over there. So I think this video gonna long, so I won't gonna show you the update functionality. But what we need to do, we need to put a icon over here, like edit icon, and on click of that icon, it gonna show us a pop-up, and inside that pop-up, it gonna pre-fill the data, whatever data you are seeing over here, input box, like email or username. You're gonna pre-fill the data inside that input box, and you just need to edit the data, and on click of that dialog, yes or no. If you click no, it won't gonna set the data, you will get the previous data on the list. And if you change that value over there and you click the yes, it gonna change the data. So I need to make some more functionality. I'm gonna show you that update functionality into the next upcoming video. But till then, tata, bye bye, take care, and keep watching. And if you have learned from this video, please hit the like button, and please comment below if you haven't understand properly, and if you are facing any kind of issues, then please let me know. And you can follow me also, and please make sure subscribe the channel, because this is new, and I want really help of you guys. So please make sure you subscribe the channel. And if you want any kind of help in your project, so please let me know in the comment section. I will really help you, and I'm glad that I'm gonna help you guys. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching.